First time that any of these teams are going through something like this. Both teams that kind of stumbled to the finish line.
Yeah, not like a typical seventh game.
Tied quickly. Nice looking shot by P.J. Washington, who has had some big three-point shooting games. Had that big performance against the Bucks just 5 days ago, that 26-point performance. Game in which he hit 8 threes. And he's given the Pacers a 1-point lead. This will be a traveling violation. And an early turnover committed by the Hornets.
Off the bench, I think he had 28 points in that game, so he has got to be a priority defensively for the Hornets.
Yeah, that game was late January as LaMelo Ball misses on the 3. Offensive rebound, Washington. This is
or penetration. If you get the ball in the paint, it forces the defense into rotation, and if you space it well, you're going to have opportunities.
Charlotte 33-39 as we touched on, lost their final 5 games of the season. Just 6-15 over their final 21 games.
Some respects are similar in terms of how they get it done offensively. They allow their offense to create offense, and so they're looking to get out in transition, as you see what LaMelo's done since he's come back. And it looked like he was going to run away with it early, but the injury and the way Anthony Edwards came on, man, I'm going to be anxious to see who ultimately claims that title shot there, just to give them some rhythm.
Sabonis, Ball, or Rozier? Ooh, that's pretty easy. Points? I'm going to go with Sabonis. Sabonis and points. That's it. Yeah, that's for sure.
Pacers defensively are getting after it. They have brought playoff intensity, and they're going to get Ball stepping out of bounds there for the Pacers, who have come out with great energy and activity on both ends.
P.J. Washington had a good look at it, unable to put it down. Pacers just keep on coming, and finally someone makes a defensive play for Charlotte. That's Jalen McDaniels. But then it's taken right back. Martin turned back. Gia, how surprised are you with this? You mentioned Charlotte, from where you're sitting, just isn't competing yet.
It is surprising, partner, and a lot of it is also inexperience, because it is a different game, and you see Charlotte finally get something easy there just by virtue of how they play. Though I really do like philosophically who they are as a basketball team.
McDermott was wide open. Sabonis got a hand on it, comes up with the theft. This was not the close to the half that the Hornets were hoping for.
And you know what else is crazy about this is, if you'd have told me coming in that Sabonis would be 1 of 8 from the floor.
Sabonis again just 1 of 8 in the first half. He's done a little bit of other things, rebounding. Also with his defense is Terry Rozier. GA, who was only 3 of 11 in the first half, finally is able to get one for the Hornets.
And while this thing looks like it's out of hand.
Shot clock down to 1. Justin Holiday turns, has to force. No offensive rebound, McDermott. And that's the kind of night it's been for the Hornets. First ever NBA play-in tournament. Bull! Oh, that would have been thunderous. But they just cannot get it going. And what has been as disheartening a performance.
A little bit before the tip, you do get Brogdon back, and boy, the Pacers have come out here and just been electric on both ends. Self-willing it, had some guys open weak side for 3 and decided not to make that pass, and they continue to kind of play a little hero ball here, not moving it. But from an interest standpoint and an intrigue standpoint, I don't think there's any question that there's a benefit to this. We saw it play out also in baseball when they did it.
Pacers shooting at a 59% clip. 3-pointer by Bridges. What vision? Speaking of court vision, Ball dropping it off for Washington, poked away. LaMelo Ball, and this will be a Charlotte turnover.
Indy's still going to have to win another game to be able to advance to the postseason. So as great as they've been tonight, they're going to have to bring another great effort.
Beautiful little pass by McConnell. All the issues that they've had as LaMelo Ball's three-pointer bounces in.
That can go away quickly in the first game of a series if you're in a 1-8 matchup and you get it handed to you. I mean, it's going to be a challenge for them if they end up at that 8.
Here's McDaniels. And look at that Indiana defense extending about 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Championship winning staff. And can he take this franchise back into the postseason? Hornets Pacers winner will take on the loser of that 7-8 matchup between Washington and Boston. For more on these games, visit NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
And this is the other thing that's impressive. Like literally everyone for the Pacers who's played has played well. As Bridges gets lost in translation there. Nice find by Ball for the finish to catch that fastball. But we've seen enough from LaMelo in terms of his incredible passing ability there with a nice floater. And
as blue collar as they come, undrafted, first 4 years in Philly. And a key role on some of their playoff teams the last couple of years before coming on over to Indiana. And they continue to tee off on the Charlotte defense. Open look at a three by Ball. The loser of that 7-8 matchup, again, Boston and Washington. That comes your way later tonight right here on TNT.
Nice like this makes everything feel better. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Pritchard, close ties with Nate McMillan.
Now there's going to be a lot of disappointment and a lot of frustration, but this was a night where they weren't ready to go, and the Pacers played as complete a basketball game.
Most points scored by the Pacers this season, 152. That game against Oklahoma City on May the 1st.